over the cash to his son. He's like, hey, I figured it out. You can do the same thing.
The right thing for you to do. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. I'd like to encourage your suicide every time that you are near my side. I'm struck by the bad luck that was stuck with you, always personified. Those food stamps that you live off of could be feeding someone real. And I'm sick of my tax dollars providing your every fucking meal. You fucking waste of space, you fucking waste of skin, you fucking waste of air. Put the gun to your head where you're losing your hair. You wanna know what it was that has made you this way? You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. You fucking waste of space, you fucking waste of skin, you fucking waste of air. Put the gun to your head where you're losing your hair. You wanna know what it was that has made you this way? You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You were the sperm that got away when your mom was ass raped. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. Deserve to die. Deserve to die. You're a piece of fucking shit and you deserve to die. So do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. Take your own life. Some people should die. Do us all a favor, fucking take your own life. That's just unconscious knowledge.
Withers hits number 3 with the single Ain't No Sunshine from his debut album produced by Booker T. Jones. In March of '71, Carole King releases her first solo album and scores 2 #1 singles, I Feel the Earth Move and It's Too Late. And UK progressive rockers Jethro Tull have a top 10 album on both sides of the Atlantic with Aqualungs.
Running down his nose, greasy fingers smearing shabby clothes. Aqualung.
In April, the Temptations topped the charts with Just My Imagination, their third #1 and their 13th top 10 single. Three Dog Night have their second #1 single with Joy to the World. And the Rolling Stones album Sticky Fingers is released, including the #1 single Brown Sugar.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more from 1971. Coming up. iHeartRadio goes one-on-one with Mike Rutherford to discuss why he enjoys collaborating.
It's a real pleasure to co-write with people. I can't write on my own, so I need other people around me, and I enjoy that process. I mean, the whole thing about being in a band is you're doing something you couldn't do on your own. That's why you do it, really. You know, and our solo projects we did outside the band was unlike most bands. I think it kept us going a bit longer, really.
Keep listening to iHeartRadio for more Mike Rutherford and all.
Go ahead, favorite the show, and enjoy AD on the go. iHeartRadio presents
You remember it.
AD.
Alrighty then. Let's roll through what remains of the news and then get into the fact that, we'll try and get to it today, but there's a school of thought that you don't need an education. And the number of...
a school of thought? How ironic.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. Glad somebody caught it. There's a school of thought that you don't need school. And there's a rather telling list of billionaires, many of whom not so much with the education, certainly not the college education. Some opted out of college education to go work on their dreams. I don't know. I'm one of those people that still holds on to the antiquated idea that an education is kind of the cure-all for the education is kind of the cure-all for a lot of what ails the world. A lot of the ills that ail the world. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm one of those people without an education too. Could you tell by my inability to pick the right word when the crunch moment came? Yeah, you probably could. But we'll get into that. And I find it especially interesting and illuminating today that we've got Barry's girlfriend. It's so funny. I don't call you Barry, but when she's in the room, I call you Barry.
I hate both of you.
We've got Funkhouser's girlfriend, the Funkmeister's girlfriend, who not only has an education, but works in education. So I think that could be
way too much of it.
Right. Well, we'll discuss that and whether or not you're ever going to get a chance to put it all to use and how much of it you thought was a good idea and if there's any you felt you could have done without a little later on in the show. Right now, though, let's roll through what remains of the news, Funkhouser.
Oh, Sam Smith has...
It's funny. That's exactly the way I picture him talking when I see his face.
He's lost 14 pounds.
Yep. And now Tom Petty is suing him for copying his weight.
And he won't back down.
See, Marvin Gaye, I don't think he deserved the money. Or the estate of Marvin Gaye, I don't think he deserved the money from Robin Thicke and Pharrell. Tom Petty, 100% deserved the money from Sam Smith. And we can tell that he deserved the money because the folks that wrote the Sam Smith song for him, the folks that Sam Smith paid to rip off Tom Petty on his behalf, when it came up and Tom Petty was like, hey, this sounds an awful lot like Won't Back Down, and what are you going to do about that? They didn't make the pretense of going to court and going through a big protracted legal battle. They just went, how does 12.5% of everything sound? And Tom Petty went, yeah, that's cool. They basically copped to it. They're like, yep, we took it. Here's some money. All right, let's move on with our lives and not make a big deal about it. What else?
Betty White will receive the Lifetime Achievement Award at next month's Daytime Emmys.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
She's unstoppable. I actually heard about this, and I was just thinking, like, man, Betty White is legitimately a national treasure. Like, all I have to do is think of Betty White, and I smile. She's so funny. Like, have you watched The Golden Girls recently? And I know that's a teeny tiny part of her body of work, but have you watched The Golden Girls recently?
Man, every Saturday morning. That's how we get up.
It's so interestingly enough, watching Betty White is how I get up, if you know what I mean, and I think you do. The writing on The Golden Girls is stellar. People think of it like, oh, this old 80s sitcom about old people for old people. The writing on it is incredible. It has one of my favorite lines from a sitcom ever where Betty White, have you seen this one? Betty White, Rose, goes out to dinner on a date. And someone was like, how was dinner? How was the date? How was the food? Where did you go to eat? She was like, oh, we went to this interesting Chinese-German fusion restaurant. And they're like, what's Chinese-German fusion food like? And she was like, oh, it's good. But half an hour later, I was hungry again. Only this time for power. So I was just like, it is so genius. I don't know. You remember the website ahugfromtaylorswift.com? You ever see that?
No, I don't. I actually missed that for some reason. I wonder how I got that.
Few years back, there was a website started by 2 college students called ahugfromtaylorswift.com. And it was like, if we can get, this was before Facebook pages really took a hold, like we can get 1 million likes or 1 million retweets or something like that. It was a website called ahugfromtaylorswift.com. It had a view counter on it. And if they could get like 1 million visits to their website, they felt like they should get a hug from Taylor Swift. And they hit their 1 million views. They got their hug from Taylor Swift. Her people got wind of it, and she gave these 2 guys, these 2 college kids that put up the website, a hug. So I found out about this, and quick like a bunny, put up my own website called reacharoundfrombettywhite.com, which got close to 1 million views. It really did, and it actually made national news. There was like radio stations in Rochester talking about this, and didn't realize it was like another radio guy that had put it up. But a reacharoundfrombettywhite.com got 1 million views. Wow. I did not get the reach around. It's one of the things of which I am most proud in my career.
You should do just a Google search for people named Betty White.
Yeah,
and offer them some celebrity.
Yeah. What else?
Kim and Kanye were photographed at a Taco Bell.
Yeah, interesting. Usually when Kim's caught on camera with a guy, she's doing in and out.
Animal style.
Double. Do you like the animal style?
I like saying it, not eating it.
Right, yeah, it's pretty, yeah. It's you know what? As much as I like mustard, that's too much of it. Also, for whatever the hell reason, I don't understand the logic. I don't get it. But like, I like mustard on a hot dog. I do not care for it on a hamburger. It's weird.
Interesting.
Basically, reconstituted pig anus either way. So, I don't understand why it wouldn't taste good on both, but it does not. What else?
The Art Institute of Chicago is giving an honorary doctorate to Kanye West.
All part of a brilliant plan to make sure that no one ever takes the Art Institute of Chicago seriously ever again. What else?
Cher is in the news. Cher. She's pledged to help fix the home of a 96-year-old woman who suffers from dementia.
Aw. Well, it's great to hear that you'll have a nice place to live thanks to Cher now, Melanie Griffith. Go on.
Gwyneth Paltrow says she's incredibly close to the common woman.
Yeah. She gets close to the common woman every single time she bumps into one of her 35 maids. Go on.
Randy Quaid uploaded a series of sex tapes of him having sex with his wife.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. So, great news for those of you who are looking to have, great news for those of you that were looking to never have an erection again ever. 50 Shades of Gross.
Yo, I always hit the track with undeniable style. While digging ditches for bitches, I'm causing miles of smiles. Building bridges to riches while spitting venom and bile. Not stacking piles of papers, but yo, I think I will in a while. The world will wake up to this modern kind of style. I bring a portion of the proper accolades and fortune will be smiling upon what I do and the things. Renaissance of thought leading us all to brighter days. So I don't believe that you're as stupid as what they tell me. And I do believe that we're beyond the mediocrity, monopoly of our conformity of the way we're taught. The despondency, dishonesty, the cacophonous bureaucracy. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. So when my time is done, I can say I had some fun. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. So when my time is done, I can say I had some fun. Man, sometimes it's just so hard to be a good person, to lift yourself up and try and be that better version of all the potential people you got living in your mind. It takes more than happy chance and circumstance. You gotta decide that you're gonna keep your head up, treat people how you want to be treated, hold doors and be polite, try not to be conceited. But sometimes, kinda sorta all the times it seems it's true. It's harder than anything else to observe that golden rule, especially when everybody you meet seems like a freaking tool. And it seems like everyone's got a whole lot of chlorine in their gene pool. Sometimes I get angry, I tell everyone to bite me, especially on days when the universe is trying to spite me. I think to myself, I'm better than that. Think to myself, I'm better than that. Think to myself, I'm better than that. Better than that, better than that. I'm just trying to be So when my time is done, I can say